just want to welcome everyone. Thanks for jumping on and taking the time out of your Sunday to tune in and have a listen to what we have to offer. Any like I said before, we're not financial advisors, so any information presented today, it's just for the sole purpose to inform everyone on Bitcoin. Who's writing on the screen? Someone's writing on the screen, and you got to. We also tell them do your own due diligence as well, on top of what the person who referred you has told you. Like anything, there is a risk in life. So, yeah. What is Bitcoin? Now, most of us will know what Bitcoin is. For those who don't, to put it in its simplest form, it pretty much is money or currency. So like your Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar. It's a peer-to-peer network. It's internationally accepted. Now, Bitcoins are based on, new Bitcoins are created via the process of mining. It's an open source and tamper-proof. It's unhackable. It's pretty much just money. It's becoming more accepted as a form of payment. If you're an Aussie and you're into urban wear and your hats and your shoes, Culture Kings have just accepted it as a form of payment, and that's a pretty huge label or company over in Aussie. Now for them to take it on, it just makes it more legit. It's decentralized, so there's no need for the banks or the governments to be involved. So it pretty much cuts out the middleman, which is why I got involved with it. If you know the monetary system and how it works, you'll understand why Bitcoin, is the alternative. There's no on your transactions. There's no sensitive information. It's all encrypted, and it's not owned by anyone. It's pretty much just owned by its users. So that's pretty much a little spiel on what Bitcoin is. Now, a little bit of history. So it was formed back in 2008. Wasn't released fully until 2009. It was released because of the crash that happened, in Wall Street and on the markets back in 2008 when the Lehman Brothers Bank sort of went bankrupt. And an alias named Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, no one's ever seen them. No one's ever heard of him. No one's heard his voice. It was all communicated through email and on cryptography forums. So he released the software in 2009. The first lot of Bitcoin was sent to a guy named Hal Finney. So he was one of the first to accept Bitcoin. Then you've got a couple of guy who bought 2 pizzas back in May 2010 for 10,000 Bitcoins. Now, if that guy had kept those 10,000 Bitcoins, it would be worth over 20 to 30 million USD today. And then you've got a guy, there was a young guy who was, I think he was 18, from memory. His name was Eric Finman. He invested in Bitcoin in 2011 when it was $12 per coin. Now, as of June this year, he owns 408 coins. Now, we all know the value of Bitcoin at the moment. Yes, it's sitting around the 5.758 mark. So, you do the math. Then you got these guys here. Sir Richard Branson, he's accepted it as a form of payment, through Virgin. Same with Bill Gates and Ben Bernanke. So Bill Gates is the same. The owner of Microsoft. He also accepts Bitcoin as a form of payment. Now, Bitcoin is run on a technology we call the blockchain. Now, what is the blockchain and what role does it play within Bitcoin? Well, a little bit of history on that as well. So Satoshi created the blockchain technology to simplify transactions and create a more streamlined currency. It's fully decentralized. It's owned by the people, and it uses mathematical equations and what they call cryptography to send the transactions. Now, the blockchain itself, it's an open, decentralized ledger, so anyone and everyone can go on and have a look, into the papers, the technology itself, and you can't tamper with it. And it's something that controls the data. So how does it work? So let's just say I want to send Bitcoin to Azza. So I would initiate that transaction. The transaction is then represented online as what we call a block. The block is then broadcasted to the miners that are on the network. Now, these miners, they solve a mathematical problem, I should say. Yeah, so they solve a mathematical problem. Once they validate that transaction and they all agree, that is then attached to the previous block or the previous transaction, however you want to put it. So once all that is confirmed and validated by the miners, that's when they get rewarded in Bitcoins for doing so. It's attached to the previous block, and my Bitcoin that I sent to Azza will now be showing in his e-wallet, or his PC wallet. What's the benefits of this? Like it's you remain anonymous. Transactions are recorded in real time. It's peer-to-peer. It cuts out the double spending. So if I was to try and do it again, if I was trying to send the same transaction to someone else, it wouldn't allow it. Then you've got, once it's recorded in the block, it can't be tampered, and it's the fastest, cheapest, affordable way for us to get money across the other side of the world. For example, so today people, sending transactions through the banks, even from here to Aussie, you got time delays depending on the fees and whatnot with each bank. It could take up to 3 to 5 days. Plus, you're getting hit with a high fee. So with Bitcoin and the blockchain technology, it pretty much halves or slices that in half in regards to time and fees. It's minimal, very minimal. So that brings us the accessibility of it. So the e-wallet. Now, if you're not sure, if you don't know what an e-wallet is, it's pretty much to reference it back to anything. It's you have full control, only you, no one else. And you can have different types of wallets. There are different wallets that serve different purposes, and there are some that have advantages. We won't touch on too much, but it's pretty much where you store your Bitcoin and access it. So you can have e-wallets you can have one on your phone, on your iPad, any smart device, your laptop, computer, that you can have what we call paper wallets. So the private keys behind the wallets, or the private, account number is offline, so no one can access it. So you can put your Bitcoin onto paper wallets. Then you also got like a hard drive, USB stick. We call them tweezers or ledgers. Now that's more security for yourself. If you do have a lot of Bitcoin and you want to pull it off your e-wallets that are online, so no one can access it, then you can transfer it to your hardware wallet or cold storage wallet, and they can be plugged into anywhere where USB is, USB port. Sorry. You've also got the exchanges. For Aussie, you have CoinJar. So that is your exchange where you exchange your fiat, so your Aussie dollar, to Bitcoin. For us here in X.io, so we don't have a particular exchanger here in NZ. We are we're behind times over here. So Aussie, you're quite lucky with CoinJar in regards to, it's pretty much like your one-stop exchanger. It has your wallet. It has your exchanger where you can swap your cash to Bitcoin. Plus, you have your swipe card where you can spend your Bitcoin. So they're also different. We've got local Bitcoins as well. So in every country, there'll be local Bitcoins where you find someone who's selling it. If you know someone who has a lot of Bitcoin, you can buy Bitcoin off them. So it's peer-to-peer. So an exchanger is pretty much where you buy your Bitcoin from or purchase. And plus you've got your ATMs as well. Now I know in Aussie they're rolling out 3,000. I think there's about 250 across your nation at the moment over there. There's only 2 for us here in NZ. One's in Auckland at a pub called the Dog's Bollocks. It's right in the city. And then the other one is right down south, down Te Haupai way, in Dunedin at a security place. So yeah, that just shows how far behind we are. And like I said, Aussie's rolling out 3,000 ATMs in the next 2 years. So that's another way where we can purchase our Bitcoin. Then you've got merchants, shops, online stores that accept it as well. Like I said, Culture Kings has just come on board. And for us, that like their hats and shoes and stuff, and urban clothing, it's quite a big step for Bitcoin itself. Well, in regards to the spending, at the moment you probably want to hold it, but if you do want to spend it, within Europe or the European area, they have cards, Visa cards and MasterCards. They just recently cancelled them all outside the European area, as is holding up his CoinJar swipe card. So yeah, that's why I say Aussie's pretty lucky, because you can use that. But for us here, and I would say anywhere else in the world, we have to use our exchanges, so CEX. So we got to exchange the Bitcoin back to fiat currency, which goes back into the bank, which is not ideal. But hey, we're working on things. So hopefully in a year or so, and even USI, they might bring out their own swipe card for us. I mean, they bring so yeah, that's just how we have to do it here in NZ. Until we find a better way. Now, how do we earn with Bitcoin? There's 3 ways. The most common way is by buying and hodling it. If you don't know what hodling is, it means hold on for dear life. Why we say that? Because the rise in Bitcoin at the moment, it's on an uptrend, and where it's predicted to be in the next few years is going to be crazy. So this is the most common way. You buy it, you hold it in your wallet, and it increases as the price rises. Your Bitcoin increases within your wallet. Then you got mining. So the miners, now like USI Tech, so they mine Bitcoin. There are other companies out there that do mine. So the mining process is pretty much a network of computers just solving a complicated mathematical problem. So once the network or the miners confirm, like I said before, once they confirm and validate the transactions, then they get rewarded in Bitcoin. So it's just like a real world mining. You need to invest energy in order to extract the Bitcoins. Then you've got trading Bitcoin. So, like I said, Bitcoin, if you're not sure what is on the market, we can trade it using against the USD and the other foreign exchange currencies. So that's the third way of earning Bitcoin. So a few of us leaders are now learning the forex or trading game. So there's a lot of profit to be made in regards to trading, and that's another skill on its own. So that brings us to why we are here and the company that we're with. USI Tech stands for United Software Intelligence. When vision and perfection come together, great things happen. Now, from what I've just watched all morning with the announcement, it's just crazy. It's going to be one of the best solid sustainable companies out there. And I've been with a lot of shit companies, so trust me. They were born, well, this time last year, hence the 1 year anniversary. They're founded by a collective group. Now, currently, I think it's over 300,000 members. Now, 8 months ago, they only had about 40 to 50,000. Since the BTC packages were launched in March, that's how much growth USI Tech have had in the last 7 to 8 months. There's offices located in Manila, Philippines, Tokyo, South Korea, and Dubai. So same with the support. There's support offices as well. So like I said, it was 3 guys that founded USI Tech. You got Horst Gisha, Ralph Gould, and Mike Kiefer. So we'll start with Ralph. He's pretty much the Forex trader behind USI. So when USI first launched, it was Forex only. If you don't know what Forex is, it's foreign exchange market. It's been around for centuries. He's worked with top clients. He's managed and traded for numerous VIP clients over the last 3 years. He has about 20 to 30 years experience in the Forex market. So he's been around the industry a long time. And he's one of the ones that sort of helped develop the auto software that USI have. Now, Horst Gisha, he's pretty much the visionary. He's worked with a lot of corporate companies. He's taken a few public, so they're on the stock exchange. Now, his recent one, they were Locks and Securities, and they've been on the market for about 3 years, and they are now a multi-million company. Then you got Mike Kiefer. So Mike Kiefer is pretty much the face of USI. He's traveling the world, holding events. He's in front of the camera. I mean, they all are. So we know that they're transparent. They're always showing their faces in interviews. They're pretty much just like you and me, except they've had a bigger vision. So he's experienced in the network marketing game. He's had about 25 years experience in the industry. So he knows what he's doing in regards to the marketing side of things. And Ruby will touch on that in the new announcements where they got tools for us. And like I said, he's traveling the world sharing this amazing opportunity pretty much with everyone. So I won't touch too much on the Forex software, but it is changing. So it's going to be similar to the Bitcoin packages. So you'll be able to buy Forex packages starting at 50 euros. Except with the returns, it won't be like the Bitcoin packages, because obviously we're earning in Bitcoin. With the Forex, you're earning in fiat, but still it's auto, and you're going to be earning, between 0.75 and 1.25% on that pack. And like the BTC packs, you can buy as many packs as you want. So it's pretty similar, but that's just another way for us to plug and play, or have it trading for us on autopilot. It cuts out the number one factor in trading, which is emotion. And for us that are starting to trade, we know what that's about. Now, like I said, when USI first started, this was their only product. Not going to lie, they were about to close the door until Horst come up with the idea of BTC packs. And from there, it's just taken off. So, like I said, it's automated. You just set it up. Well, you won't even have to set it up anymore. You had to buy a license previously, but now with the packs, it's just, it's all on autopilot, hands-free, just like the BTC packs. So that's one less for you, Ruby. You'll have to explain. That brings us to the Bitcoin packages. So BTC, if you're not sure, is short for Bitcoin. Just like NZD is for New Zealand dollar or AUD for the Aussie dollar. Now, it's pretty much the prime product. Well, it's the beast of USI. You know, it's helped build the company to where it is today. They've had something like over $150 million in BTC package sales in the last 8 months. They've paid out, you know, it pays out in Bitcoin 5 days a week. Now, one pack costs 50 euros. It's about $85 New Zealand, I think about 70 to 80 Aussie at today's current exchange rate. Now, that price will always stay the same, but because we know that Bitcoin's rising and falling, the amount of Bitcoin you use to pay for it will change. Now, if it rises, we're going to use less Bitcoin. If it dips a little bit, we're going to use a little bit more. So that's how that works. Like I said, they pay out in Bitcoin 5 days a week. So for us in Aussie, it's Tuesday to Saturday. They aim to pay an estimate of 1% daily. So you can earn up to 5% throughout the week. If we refer that back to something like the bank, if you had money sitting in a savings account or your account in your bank, we done a trial on who paid out the most, and in Aussie it was in New Zealand it was credit union was something like 2.9%, interest per annum. USI is paying out 5% average per week, and in Aussie it was HSBC, which was around 10%. So if you've got savings in there, I'm not saying take it all out, but you're probably going to earn more here in USI. Now, each pack expires once it's completed 140%. So you get a target of 40% profit on your initial capital used to buy the Bitcoin packages. So if we want to talk numbers, there's two options here. And most of us are going for option 2, which is leveraging the rebuy system and compounding interest. So we buy more BTC packs over time, not with our own money, but with the returns on our capital. That's option 2. Now, option 1 is simply to buy your packs. So you buy your packs, put in your capital, and you're withdrawing daily. So you're withdrawing for the whole 140 days, you're 140% back. That's it, your packs expire. But if you do option 2, which we'll go through, and compound, and just keep compounding and compounding, and rebuying every time you have enough from your returns, then you'll see the numbers, the difference in the numbers. So option 1 is to retrieve your 140% from your packs, and let's just say you're earning, an average of 1% every day, but we know it varies from 0.75 to 1.25 depending on their results. So depending on how their results go on the day is what we will get paid out. Now, like I said, the packages expire after 140%. So we've got 5 scenarios here. We've got 3 packs, 20, 50, 100, and 300. Now, I won't go through all of them, but you can see that if we go for the 50 packs, now if you were to buy 50 packs, that'll cost you 250 euros, 2,500 euros. Day 70, your return will be 1,750 euros. Now, day 70 is 3 months and 2 weeks, give or take. And then day 140, day 140, which is 7 months, your return on your 2,500 will now be 3,500 euros. So you've made a profit of 1,000 euros. I won't do the calculations, but yeah, it's somewhere around about the 4,000, 5,000 New Zealand, 4,000 Aussie. So you've made a nice profit, yeah, but I'll show you option 2 where you compound and you'll see the difference. So if you take notice of day 140 on the 50 BTC packs, which is 3,500. I'll show you the difference if you compound using option 2. Now, this is all earning passively just on your returns. So Albert Einstein said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. And I'll show you what he means by that. So option 2 is you just keep rebuying packs every time it ticks over to 50 euros, or you can afford to buy another pack. It might be, 0.01 something of a Bitcoin. So every time you can buy a pack, you buy it. That's what compounding means. You're using your returns on your capital to buy more packs. So like I said, we've got 5 examples, same examples as option 1, but you'll see the difference. I'll stop on 50. So 50 packs at 2,500 euros. On day 140 in option 1, it was only 3,500. Now, as you can see there, it's 9,950 euros. So your 50 BTC packs are pretty much 200. Let's just round it up. So it's about 10,000 euros and 200 packs. Now, if you go for a whole year, which is day 260, now these are working days. So it's a Monday to Friday. It's excluding all the weekends. So day 260 is a year. Your 50 BTC packs are now 305. Your capital from 2,500 is now 15,250 euros. Now that's at today's date, right? If Bitcoin in a year's time was to rise and hit, let's say, 15 to 20K per coin, because we're earning in Bitcoin, that figure is obviously going to change. And then from there, you got your 100 packs. So you can see the difference, what compounding does. And you'll hear us talking about it all the time. Compound, compound, compound. And that's our plan at this stage, is to get to that bottom number, which I believe is one of the magic numbers, because from there, if you compound for just 3 months, it doubles. And then from there, you can start pulling that out if need be. If you need it, you can start pulling a certain percentage out. So, you might do 70-30, where you invest 70%, or you put in your capital of 70% from your returns, and you withdraw 30%. It's entirely up to you. Now, all of that's all good, and that's all earning passively. Now, naturally, for myself, once I start seeing something working, I'm going to want to tell others. So, like I said, you don't have to. If you do see it working for yourself, and you start sharing it, then obviously there's a compensation plan. Now, you don't have to do this part. It's entirely up to you and what your goals are. For most of us leaders, it's to help as many people as possible. So then, we can duplicate to them so they can help. And we're building everyone up in the same level. So all that previously was just passively earning. Fast forward to the compensation plan now. This is changing. So this slide will change over the next couple of weeks. And I'll touch on the new comp plan now. So from what I gathered from the interviews that I watched, now I'll get Azza to, just if I'm wrong, just to correct me, but from how I see it is you sign up still for free, and you get level 1 for free, which are your direct referrals. So what does direct referrals mean? It's people that sign up under your link. So we have a link. Once you sign up, you get your own link. You can personalize it in the back office, which is changing also. So anyone that signs up on that link, they are your directs or your level 1s. Now that's free. You get that, and that's 10%. Now to open up levels 2 and levels 3, actually, I'll go to the next slide. So if we look to the chart there, ignore all the writing because that's all changing. If we go to the chart there, the registered partner in the orange, you'd only have level 1 from November the 1st onwards. So you only earn 10% right on level 1 from your directs. Now, if you wanted to open up, and we go to the blue column, if you wanted to open up levels 2 and levels 3 and earn 10% on those levels, you have to have a minimum of 3 direct referrals that have 12. You have to have 3 direct referrals with a minimum of 12 BTC packages. So that'll open up your levels 2 and levels 3. Now, to open up all the other levels, previously you had to buy a license. Now, with the new comp plan in play, or coming into play from November the 1st, to open up each level, you only have to have 1 person with a minimum of 12 BTC packs on each level. So, yeah, it's pretty much a cost-effective way now for everyone to open up those levels. Because before you had to buy a license, which was 600 euros or 12 packs, you had to compound up to 12 packs to be able to buy it. But now with the new comp plan, from levels 4 to levels 12, you only have to have 1 person in your structure on that level with 12 packages. And that'll open up all 12 levels for you, and that gets you to earn 35% over the whole structure. Now, these levels can be as wide as you want. You can have as many people on these levels as you want. Now, every time they rebuy or put more capital from their own money into USI Tech, you get that percentage, depending what level you have opened up, obviously. So if you only have 6 levels, you're only going to earn on those 6 levels until someone drops down to the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and so on. So does that? I hope that makes sense. If you do have any questions, just type it in the chat, and we'll go through it afterwards. So that's the new comp plan as I understand it from what I've watched this morning. Now, on top of all the earnings from the Forex, the BTC, earning passively or on commissions, the company also has incentives. So Mallorca, Spain has gone. They went there 2-3 weekends ago before the London event. It was like 200 people that went to that trip. Everything was paid for except for the flights. You just had to find your own way there. And you had to get to like 1,500 packs. Now, let me tell you, if you're on that mountain of packs, buying flights is not a problem. So that is gone. The new incentive trip is Hawaii next year. I would say once the website's released on November the 1st, they'll have the criteria there for us to meet. Now, it might be you have to hit so many packs before, a certain day. I'm not too sure what it's going to be. They haven't released, the finer details for everything yet. So there's trip incentives. There's also this car bonus that's in front of us. So same thing, there's terms and conditions or criteria that you have to meet. And we can touch on that, a bit later. But let's just say you hit 2,000 BTC packages and you maintain that every month. Once you hit that number, USI Tech will give you 800 euros per month to go, it's just as a bonus. Now, doesn't have to go towards a car. You can buy more packs, you can withdraw it, you can do whatever you want with it. Same thing with the 5,000 packs. Once you hit that number and you stay above that number every month after that, you get 1,600 euros per month as a bonus. Same thing. You doesn't have to go towards a car or anything. You can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, on top of all the earnings and what the company offers us, you got the incentives as well. And the incentives are there, I suppose, to get people to share this opportunity, because you know, for myself and us leaders and the people that have been in for a while, we've seen a lot of proof, and it's changed a lot of people's lives over the short amount of time. And it's going to change all of ours, you know, if we take action and, you know, start ramping it up, I guess. So that brings us to the overview. Sorry if I did rush through it. If you're unsure, we do have a recording of it, of last week's, and I believe the bro's recording this one. You know, if someone offers you, this is a quote from Richard Branson, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. I like that quote. I use that all the time. Another thing, you know, knowledge is power. What you choose to do with that knowledge, you know, it's up to you. You know, like I said at the start, we're not here to, you know, to force it on anyone. We're not here to shove it in your face. We're not here to chase people. We're just sharing what we, you know, what we've been blessed with, I suppose, with this opportunity. We know it's working, so, you know, we want to help as many people as possible. And that's starting with, you know, our people here in NZ and across the ditch. So, yeah, that's me, but I'll pass it back to Azza. Hope you enjoyed that. And thanks for jumping on.
Come on, buddy.
Cheers, brother. Thanks, Pete, for all that. Guys, if you guys got any questions, just write down on the chat box here that we have. Just, yeah, type in any questions. We're sure that we'll answer it throughout this whole seminar. I'm just going to pass it over to the sister Ruby, who is going to talk about all the new announcements that happened on last night's USI Tech event in London. So, Ruby, if you'd like to unmute yourself.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Peter.
That's it.
So, heaps of interesting stuff come out of the 1 year anniversary. I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty excited to hear what was going to happen. So one of the major announcements that they made, there was multiple, but the first priority that they had was the new product. So the new product that they've released is a token. So USI Tech have released their own token or coin. They've called it the Tech Coin. It will be available to purchase from the new back office. Starting, there are 5 different packages. So there are silver, gold, ruby, emerald, and diamond. So they all have different prices attached to those packages. The silver being €50. Those packages are to be purchased in Bitcoin, but all those details have still to be confirmed. We don't know what the white paper looks like for that, but I'm guessing it's to do with mining. So they've come up with a whole new technology, which is what is backing their token. So the technology is based around mining and how they've managed to create a new energy or resource on how to mine more efficiently. So that was their major announcement with the new product, which is pretty exciting. I mean, depending on what your return is going to be on that one, that would be a really, really good product to get into. They also actually announced a new product as well as the token, which was the FX package. So the Forex license is no longer. For those who currently hold it, it's still in play, but they will not be moving forward with it from November the 1st onwards. So they've changed that to a Forex package. This won't be available just yet. But they did announce that that's what they're doing. So 3 weeks. Yeah, it'd be three weeks, maybe even a month, depending on all the changes that they're trying to implement at the moment. But it's your return on that is the same as what you get with the Forex license. So it's 1.4%. So that's the new products. I mean, they've got a brand new back office. That would be in full swing as of the 1st of November as well. This in your dashboard, etc., will be integrated across, and which should be, so they're hoping to have it all running smoothly by the 1st of November. I mean, we've had a couple of questions about whether the company USI Tech is able to handle, you know, a big influx of business with people, with thousands of members across the world joining daily. I think they've they announced there's like 5,000 members signing daily across the world. So we had questions about whether USI Tech would be able to cope with that kind of growth. And apparently, yes. So they've tested the new platform. So they've switched servers and stuff like that. It's all been tested. And they are confident moving forward that with teething over the beginning stages, they're confident that everything's going to work smoothly, especially now that they've tested it all. So with the back office, there are a lot of changes that will be happening. So they've rebranded it. There's a new logo. Another big one is they're going to introduce an internal exchanger. So for those who struggle with how to purchase Bitcoin, you won't have to worry about it anymore. They will have facilities available in the back office where you can purchase Bitcoin to buy Bitcoin packages, tokens, and the other products that they have. You'll be able to do the whole lot within your back office via credit card. So that's a really important one. A lot of people that I don't know whether the other leaders, some have struggled to get Bitcoin, or they're not familiar on how to get it. That there just simplifies the whole process altogether. They're also increasing their support service, so they're expanding it to be 24/7, and that's worldwide, and actually attaching it to a phone line, which would be interesting. So if you have any tech issues with your back office, you could pretty much just pick up the phone and call them. Otherwise, their ticket services, they're aiming to have it, so if you have submitted a ticket, 24-hour turnaround. They're aiming for 24-hour turnaround. At the moment, they have had a lot of issues with the support. All of the owners of USI Tech have announced it's because they're having to train their new staff that they brought on in their support service. But yeah, that's that one. So yeah, as mentioned, so with the changes as well, the 3x3 matrix that currently stands in the back office is no more. So that comes with the change of no longer having the Forex license. So the 3x3 matrix was ever only attached to the commission side of the Forex license. Because they're not moving forward with the Forex license, there's no need for the matrix anymore. So that's been removed, and there's only the uni level. There was also the affiliate license. So the Forex license and the affiliate license were two separate items. That is being removed as well and being replaced with the new compensation plan that Peter mentioned before. I tried to post it in our chat, but I couldn't without typing it up. But if anybody is wanting that new compensation plan, just flick any one of us a message and we'll send it over to you. And another one was ATM machines. So USI Tech, I think that's the last thing. Yeah, USI Tech is, they are rolling out Bitcoin ATMs worldwide. I'm not too sure on the details with that. I hope they start with New Zealand. They probably won't. But and I wouldn't actually mind figuring out how they're going to do that. So are they giving that opportunity for current USI affiliates to own them, or are they just rolling them out as a company themselves? I'm not too sure what that looks like, but that would be awesome. That would be awesome to be able to just go down to the ATM at your local dairy and buy and sell your Bitcoin. But yeah, I think that's everything that came out of, it's the majority of everything that come out of that. All of the finer detail is still to come. Actually, there is another thing that I've missed, is with the new terms and conditions, USI Tech announced that, as an affiliate, you can't post screenshots of your back office due to legal reasons. And with their new back office, they are providing tools for us as affiliates to USI to help promote on social media, and that's a big one. A lot of people are struggling, you know, they're wanting to build the teams, but they don't have the tools to do that. So USI Tech will be providing everybody with tools to help build their teams. So that's really cool too, because a lot of companies, they don't provide services and stuff like that. You have to go out and source them yourself. And that's all included. There's, as far as I'm aware, there's no fee attached to that. But yeah, hopefully have I missed anything, Peter, Azza? I think that's a lot, yeah?
No, that's I think that's that's pretty much all the update that's coming on. So no, thanks, Ruby. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's it.
All right, so guys, yeah, there's a lot that's come out from the London event, and we're going to be posting a whole lot more on our page and that when more details come into place on when it actually takes place. Now, I did say 1st of November, but with all this new technology that's happening, it could be maybe a week after or even 2 weeks after it, but we're going to make sure we're going to keep you guys all in the loop on when everything's all going to come through. So thanks, Ruby, for giving us a quick overview on all the updates that are happening in USI Tech. It's really, we just can't wait for all this that's happening. You know, this is taking this whole company to another level. No other company does this kind of thing, right? If you look online, anything that does with Bitcoin, this is the only company that is transparent, okay? Now, one of the things that they're going to be doing in their new back office is actually to be more transparent to our customers, you know, to everyone that's involved with it, to all their members. So you're actually going to see how are you actually getting your returns, where are you getting it from, all right? So it's going to be more transparent in this brand new back office where you can actually see where they're getting the Bitcoins from their trading, from their mining, all right? So that people can get a peace of mind on where that's actually coming from, all right? As affiliate, that's probably one of the best things we'll love about it, because it's more transparent to show people, you know, to show this opportunity, all right? So also I want to flick over to Hope, one of our other leaders. Hope, so you there, bro? If you want to unmute yourself.
Yeah, brother, thank you. Kia ora whānau. My name is Hope, and my wife is over here. Put your hand up, babe. Yeah, there she is. She's just, yeah, that's where she always is on a Sunday. Yeah, I am one of the other leaders of the Grind and Gang. I've been in this since, I just checked, like the other brothers, since the 19th of July. So I've been in here 3 months. And what a 3 months it's been. About 2 months ago, I had a bit of a tangi weto on one of our Zooms, because one of my Ys, you know, brought me to tears. And from Friday, I'm happy to say that it's ticked off my list. I haven't seen my kids since Christmas last year. And now USI Tech has given me a passive income that I can fly them here whenever I want. You know, and that's starting this Christmas again. You know, it's every one of you are here because you're either in the team with us, or you're following someone and you want to know more, or you've heard it from someone else, you know. And if you're on here right now, I usually do this. I dare you to just register and buy one pack. And if it doesn't work out for you, if you don't like it, well, then you're going to spend $80 New Zealand or 75 Australian, or however much it is, 50 euros. And you're going to make 40% on top of that. And if you don't like it, well, then you made extra bit of money. You didn't have to, you know, carry on. But I don't know anyone, and I actually heard this today, I haven't heard of anyone in the company that hasn't got paid. And this was from one of the top earners in USI Tech. He said that he doesn't know anybody. How many other companies can say that? I don't know any other company that does. And that's just how amazing this company is. And I can't. There's no other words to say it. But this company, 6 weeks. January, February, March next year, I'll be fully retired. No, actually, no. I'm gonna correct that. I will be fully retired, and that's how amazing this company is, and how amazing Bitcoin is. A little bit about me. I've been in network marketing since I was at school. To be honest, when I took it seriously, I got caught up with drinking, partying, and lost track. And only the last maybe, I don't know, 7 to 8 years, I've taken it seriously, and I put all my time and effort into it. And I finally found something. I've had people laugh at me. I've had, you got everyone, the naysayers. You got people that are waiting for you to fail, and I've still got people waiting for me to fail. But I got nothing for them, because that's not my, that's not why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it to prove anyone wrong. I'm doing it to prove myself right. I'm doing it for my wife. I'm doing it for my kids. And if I was to die tomorrow, 3 months ago, I'd have absolutely nothing to leave my kids. Some people may have a house. Some people may have land, savings. I had absolutely nothing. And now, well, let's just say I've made a substantial amount of money, me and my wife. She will be financially free, and I'll be the next one. So yeah, some exciting news coming out, like Ruby just said, and it's going to take us to a whole new level. If you didn't understand it, all good. Just come back and to whoever introduced you to this this platform, to this company, and we'll try and help them explain it to you better. But me and all these other leaders, we've been talking I think it's since 7, 8 o'clock this morning about it, and we just can't stop buzzing with it. I was so happy I wanted to punch a wall, because the target is I'm nutty like that. I like to break stuff. But yeah, that's how excited I was. So yeah, I'm gonna pass it over to, I think, Daniel. Are you on?
No, bro. No, I'm here.
Yeah, my bro. So this is Daniel. Let's introduce himself.
Hey guys, my name's Dan. I've been here. I just checked while Tahopa was actually talking. I've been here exactly 45 days now. Something that's on autopilot, it's very hard to explain. And normally when it sounds too good to be true, it never is true. We've all been there. But as cliche as it's going to sound, I've been here 45 days. I had doubts. I'm a really, really skeptical person, but I'm also a person that will jump and test something. So I did exactly what the guys have been talking about. I jumped, I tested, I started with 1 pack, made sure the system was working. And then literally after 7 days, I seen it was working. It was doing exactly as I was told, so I just jammed it up. And then naturally, when you start doing your thing and you start seeing this passive growth and you become happier and your lifestyle begins to change, what ends up happening is your friends and family that were your hardest critics end up converting, and they actually end up following you in. Not all of them. We all know in our family we've got a few that it doesn't matter if they're wrong and they know they're wrong, they're going to stand on their 2 feet and go, nah, just over principle of that's their opinion and they're not going to change. But you can't change the world, guys. You can only change yourself and what you choose to do with your own actions and your own state of mind. Look, I've been here 45 days. Again, this doesn't reflect what you potentially are going to earn. You could earn more or less, but I've only been here for 45 days, and just passively alone, I've already earned 0.3 Bitcoin. If you want to do the math, jam it into Google. You'll see how much it's not just, $100, $200 or something like that, guys. We're over a few thousand now. So I'm not going to say you guys are going to earn that. You get in what you get out of it, what you put in. But at the end of the day, putting your money down and letting it just pay you for doing literally this much effort, next to none other than actually setting your account up and putting it there, is beautiful. I mean, I trade guys as well, but it's high stress level, and I've got to really, really work for that. This is just automated, and I love the opportunity.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan. I think the brother John, the other leaders there. John, if you'd like to say something real quick on there, bro, I'll put you in.
All good. Can you hear? Can you hear everyone? Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, just touching on my journey with USI Tech and Triple G. As most people would know, I come from a construction background, so when it comes to anything to do with IT or network marketing, online marketing, 4 or 5 months ago, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I was introduced to this opportunity through the brother Jade, and just because I was interested in seeing how he was earning daily from, what seemed to be nothing, which is now what I've learned to be a passive income. From this opportunity, I've been able to build my own team, become part of the leadership group, and pass on all the knowledge that's been handed on to me and that I've worked hard researching myself. Now I pass on to my team, and that's just, they're starting to duplicate it now. Like they're building their team from the ground up as well, and everyone just seems to be just spreading the love, really. One of my big reasons for getting involved in this opportunity was, man, I work 6 days a week. I travel an hour and a half to 2 hours each way to go to work, to do 10-hour days, and I've been doing this for a long time. And although I earn pretty decent money, it takes a lot of time away from my family and my kids, and I've had enough of it, to be honest. Like, I seem to be working hard and I'm good at what I do, but I just seem to be making the man up the top more rich, and I'm not down with that anymore. Like, it always comes to a point in time where you need to take a risk. What I've learned through getting involved, especially with the Triple G team and with online marketing, it's about managing and calculating those risks. And through this opportunity with USI Tech, I already can see, after being here, I checked myself, I think I've been with USI Tech, I think it's 68 days. Yeah, about 68 days, I think, is my longest running pack. So through this opportunity, I can see within the next 6 to 12 months that I will no longer be in construction, and this will be my full-time employment. Just through when I first started, it's the same as what Dan said. I think Pete was the same too. I dipped my toe in with one pack, and within three to 4 days, I was like, far out, that's ticking over, and I've done absolutely nothing. I'm like, righto, let's let's see what we got. Let's throw some good amount of money at this, and from having a zero available balance to now just through USI Tech, like the brother Dan said, we only get out what we put in, sort of thing. I'm just shy of 0.5 Bitcoin in my 67 days, and spreading this opportunity to even my most skeptical mates. Like, they're now coming on board, and to have them coming on board, even when I first started, they're like, bro, what's all this Bitcoin stuff you're posting? Now they're like, bro, where do I sign up? How much do I put in? So, man, USI Tech is changing lives. I know it's certainly changing mine. And or anyone that we know who have people sitting on the fence, man, now's the time to just give them that little gentle nudge they need, and just get everyone involved. It doesn't matter, if you come from a construction background or whatever background you come from. We can all change our lives for the better, and then and in that turn, the next lot of people can change the next people, and that's the kaupapa of Triple G, is to help everyone. You know, we're not here. I'm not here just to look after myself. I'm here for everyone. You know, and that's just how we work. So, no, it's awesome, whānau. So, yeah, thanks for listening to me, and yeah, thanks to all those big announcements that come out from USI Tech. Man, it's a mean buzz. So, I think as leaders we're all waiting for it, and now that it's finally here, man, we're just like far out. This is it. This is the game changer we've been waiting for. So, awesome, whānau. Yep, thanks everyone for coming on. Thanks to all the leaders again for all the hard mahi we've been up to. Yeah, enjoy your fellas' night, and thanks for listening. Ciao.
Thanks, brother. Cheers, Jojo. Thank you to all our leaders that have jumped on here tonight to just say a little bit about their journey. Guys, a little bit about my one as well. You know, as I said, I've been in it since the 22nd of July, and it has been, as I said, always say, it's been nothing but amazing. I'm getting daily returns 5 days a week by absolutely doing nothing, pretty much, is how it is. You know, I've never had anything like this before. And I was like everyone else, all these leaders, skeptical about it. You know, how can this actually happen? What kind of company does this that gives you that kind of return? I tested the waters, and then, hey, you know, just after, like everyone else, after a few days, a week into it, you know, I could see the potential behind it and put myself into it. With everything in here, guys, you know, one thing we want to stress to everyone is that you're not alone, right? You're never going to be alone in this company. You've got all of us here to help and support you. You know, we don't care if you're not directly under us. We put that mentality out there that we're all here for everybody, no matter who you are or where you're from, right? We are all here. All the leaders are here to help you, and even our members in our team are all here to help you. All right, we like to stress it out to everyone that you're not alone. Don't think that this is hard. All right, guys, we are here to help you. Any question, doesn't matter what kind of questions it is. If it's a big question, if it's a small question, if it's a dumb question, don't feel like that, guys. We don't mind what kind of questions you ask us, because you know we're here to help you guys. If we don't know the answer, guys, we will find the answer for you, no matter what. All right. Now, I know that a lot of people even people, my friends and family, say, "Oh, look, Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? You know, is it even real? Can you even use Bitcoin?" Yes, the straight answer out there now is yes, you can use Bitcoin. All right. For example, this thing right here, guys. Right here in Australia, we have CoinJar. Okay. With this card here, it's just like it's an EFTPOS card that I can use my Bitcoins to purchase things in the shops or even withdraw money out of an ATM machine. How real can you get? Is Bitcoin real? It is real. All right. People in New Zealand, we've got ways on how you guys can cash out your Bitcoins if you want to. All right. It's not funny money. It's not monopoly money. I get a lot of comments about that. All right. It's not real. It's monopoly money. It's play money. No, Bitcoin is actually real. It's on the exchange. All right. It's actually exchanging on the Forex against the USD dollar. So that's a massive thing as well, guys. So it's actually real. All right. So yeah, Bitcoin is real, guys. And everything that we're doing here with Bitcoin is that we're growing our Bitcoins. All right. In this great company of USI Tech, you're actually growing it. All right? And with USI Tech, guys, this company is massive. As you heard before, there's over 300,000+ people in this company. And there is 18 million years in this company that have been made within a short amount of time. All right. We have all got goals. All of us people in USI Tech have set goals for ourselves. All right. It's not going to happen overnight. It won't happen overnight just straight away. We have set ourselves goals. You've heard from our leaders. They're going to retire themselves within next year of March. All right. That's their goals. So it is achievable, and we've seen it, guys. We've seen it from our leaders. We've seen it from our upline people, that these types of goals, if you want to be a millionaire, it is very achievable for USI Tech, because the proof is out there. We have 18 people that are millionaires already in USI Tech within a short amount of time. All right. And everyone that's in here, we are aiming to strive to a financial freedom for ourselves and our family. Okay. So this is what this company does for us, and we've got the vehicle. We're going to jump on this vehicle to steer us in that direction. Okay. and it's going to help us. Guys, before we start, I just wanted to see if there was any quick questions out there before we sign off for tonight. Pete, was there any questions that come through?
I think we've answered them all. Yeah, we've answered them all.
Okay, sweet. All right, look, guys. If you have any more questions whatsoever, please feel free to message either us from the Triple G gang, any of our leaders. If you haven't signed up to our Facebook group page with our USI Tech Triple G family, please make sure you sign up to it. Also, get back to the person who's referred you to this webinar session. All right, we do stress that you get back to them. Guys, it's all about, the motto is, it's time to take action. All right? Take action, guys. Don't just sit on the fence and watch everything go by. You never know, okay? You just never know. You need to jump on board. All right? One of our things, we don't pressure anyone to get on board, but we do show you the opportunity, and we do give you, a bit of pointers. Look, I would say we're a clear example. We've been in there for a while now, and yes, we are earning daily. We are all of us here are earning daily, and we've never had that before. Okay, we've had no other company that can give us this type of earnings. What we're getting at this point, a bank's not giving it to us. So this great opportunity with this company is doing that for us. Okay, guys. So it's all about taking action. Okay, and just taking that next step, guys. Take that leap of faith. Okay. So, guys, thank you all so much for jumping on. As I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to get back to us. Join our Facebook group page. Make sure you get back to the person that's referring you to this webinar session. Look, we hope to see more people jump on board, guys. It'd be wonderful. And throughout this time, from now on, we're going to be posting up all those great updates that's happening with the company. All right, all the new announcements and all the time frame that's going to be happening, so you guys are going to be at the loop. We're going to have another webinar session next Sunday, so every Sunday, 9 p.m. New Zealand time, 7 p.m. in Victoria, Queensland, 6 p.m. in 7 p.m. New South Wales, Victoria, 6 p.m. in Queensland, and 4 p.m. in WA, just so we make sure we get everyone's right times. Okay, guys? But thank you so much all for jumping on board. We'll hope to see you guys again next Sunday. And as I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to answer us. All right, take care. Have a good week, guys. Have a good night. And be safe to everybody. Cheers.
Thanks, guys. Me.
Hey, the TV.
What you do?
Try to get up and do it.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
Kevin. Oh, 5'8", 5'8".
Ezra. Oh.
Yeah, right.
You know how we're dogging banks?
Yeah, I saw what you did.
And Kanan works at a bank.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no. He's on here, bro. Yeah, he was on here because he went to a seminar, and I'll read what he.
Ezra, stop recording.